Xiaomi has been absolutely killing it in the tablet space, and today we've got this, the Xiaomi Pad 8, and this possibly could be the best value tablet you can buy right now because you get a stunning display, flagship level performance, massive battery, and of course an incredibly interesting price. But today we're going to cover in this review all those components and more and answer the critical question: is this worth buying? The design, as you'd expect, is premium. You get an all aluminium build here, and on top of that, it is pretty much set up for a pretty good beating, because even if you were to try to bend it, it's a bit of a non-starter, of course. And then there are other elements of here as well. If you look at the bezels themselves, they are symmetrical all over, and then the camera housing on the rear is a protruding square on the back. Up front though is the real star of the show. It's an 11.2 inch, 3.2K LCD display with 144 Hz, 12 bits of color, and 800 nits of peak brightness, and the display itself is absolutely gorgeous, and that goes without saying, but there is no OLED here. Unfortunately, this is an LCD panel, but colors still look great, sharp and detailed, and brightness, even at the max level, looks really good. Couple things to note here: the display at 144 Hz, you'll never actually achieve the 144 Hz in day-to-day use. It's for select apps only, and that means most of the time when you're using it, it's 120 Hz, but still feels really smooth. And lastly, on the design and build front, there is no fingerprint sensor on this tablet. It is literally face or pin code, which is slightly weird considering this is a premium tablet. And on the top and bottom, you get speakers, 4 in total here, but less than something like the Magic Pad 4 and a few others in this price range, which claim 8 total speakers. But here's a quick sample of the audio output on the Pad 8. Let us know in the comment section your thoughts. The Pad 8 is powered by the Snapdragon 8S Gen 4, and it's a stunning example of a CPU, because if you run this through 3D Mark's Lifestyle Extreme testing, you'll actually find that throttling is there, but only a small amount. If you use the OS, it is very fast, very fluid, and comes with a whole host of Xiaomi's really great AI features on this tablet. In fact, it mirrors the Ultra 17 in terms of its AI output. Things like AI Translate work really well. So if you were to speak in English, it will auto translate in German and read it out as well. Really cool and functional if you wanted to use this in terms of a teaching tool, or if you were using this out on holiday. Other AI features, things like AI Writer, will essentially either expand or summarize text that you want to pick. You just go into the Xiaomi Notes section, and this will allow you to give you the numerous options that are openly available, which is really good. You also, if you have the pen, can use AI drawing and AI math calculations as well, which allow you to essentially draw and bring them to real life and then calculate in terms of percentages, numbers, etc. as well. But then the productivity side is not lost on the Pad 8, because this is kind of like a jack of all trades, because if you swipe down from the top right hand corner and tap something called Workstation, this will actually mirror a desktop level experience. Essentially, it creates a dock on the left hand side and then puts it all into one large space. That button on the left hand side will also act as your, I guess, Windows starter key, like you're probably the most familiar with, or Finder if you're a Mac user. It will bring up all the applications on the tablet, and it works really well. In fact, you can run multiple windows all at the same time. You can have 3 apps open concurrently, and there is no slowdown, and switching between these apps is really fast and smooth. Other elements to note here though that are really good: launches with Android 16 out of box and HyperOS 3, and then the OS support here is for 6 OS updates have been promised, which is top tier for a mid-range tablet. Then gaming performance, let's talk about that. Call of Duty Mobile on here runs in medium graphics at a solid 120 frames per second and looks incredible.
taken the lead.
To cap off the performance aspect, battery. 9200 milliamp hours here with 45 watts of wire charging. Maybe the charging, you could say, should have been 60 watts, maybe, because it's quite a large battery, but nevertheless, the battery level here is really, really good. In fact, you can game on here for a large number of hours at 60+% battery, and 40% will be left over, which means even pushing this, you're going to get to use gaming and video for 10+ hours and still have over a third plus of that battery left over, which is really, really good. In fact, in the B-roll shot here, we're getting close to 10 hours on less than around 30% battery life, which gives you a quick idea as to just how great the battery is on the Xiaomi Pad 8. One thing we did want to quickly touch on, and that's the front-facing sensor. It's 8 megapixel ultra wide and outputs video in pretty decent quality. In fact, here's a quick audio and a video demo of the Xiaomi Pad 8's front-facing camera and the quality of that audio as well. Judge for yourself. A quick test of the Xiaomi Pad 8's front-facing camera, 1080p, 30 FPS. What are your thoughts? Looking fly. Please. The Xiaomi Pad 8 is a tablet done right because essentially it has very little in the way of flaws. It offers so much and it's well balanced from casual users for like streaming through to productivity users who want to maybe create a pseudo laptop-esque experience. You can do that here, and Xiaomi have a huge range of accessories like pen, keyboard, etc. that you can add to simulate that laptop-esque experience. There are a few downsides here that we do want to touch on. There is no 5G option, there's no fingerprint unlock, and no SD card slot, but overall, none of those are deal breakers. And in our opinion, this is a really great go-to tablet for those who have a budget and don't want to lash out huge amounts of money on, say, like an iPad Air or above. But we want you in the comment section to let us know your favorite tablet at the around $399 price point. Let us know in the comment section below, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe because it really supports the channel. Until the next one, as always, we out.